What's up everybody, my name is Big Cam and welcome back to another movie review. And today we are talking about 2020's The Old Guard, and the sequel to The Old Guard 2 will be coming out very soon, July 2nd. But this original one was from director Gina Prince-Bythewood, and she has done things like The Woman King, Beyond the Lights, Disappearing Acts, one of my all-time favorite movies. It was her directorial debut of Love and Basketball. Oh my god, that movie had to hit all of my feels as a kid. I've always been a sucker for a love story, even as a child. So like, the love story, the basketball, I was always a big basketball guy. I was always huge, so they always assumed I was a football guy because I was also played football and I was good at football, but I was also just big as fuck. So like, yeah, I was good at football. I was playing lineman, be big, you know, where basketball took skill. Like anybody could pick up a ball and shoot. You could be big and be Shaquille O'Neal, but look what happened to him. He couldn't shoot free throws. But you could grab a ball, and if you got that elbow in and that finger in the bucket, nice little form, you could shoot the ball, and you could be good, you know? Or you could be big, do a little Hakeem the Dream, little post action, post hook, shoot threes like Steph Curry, you know? You can do whatever you want with basketball, and you can be any size. As long as you're good, you can play, you know? Like, so the love of basketball, the love and basketball, the basketball, right? Like everything to do with that movie, the cast, the Shauna Lathan, Omar Epps, like, that movie has a special place in my heart, Gina. And just talking directly to Gina here, the director, Love and Basketball, thank you for making that movie. The Old Guard, on the other hand, was good. She did a very good job. And, you know, the cast, Charlize Theron, her long-lost queen, VERONICA, which I'm sure might show up in the second movie. It seems like her character was mostly a mystery through that first movie, so I'm curious to see who Queen is and if she can come back to Andy. And Charlize Theron's real character's name was Andromaca of Cynthia. And they were just like, call me Andy. You know, like, okay, a Dramica, a Dramaki, a Dramache, whatever, Andy. And then there's people like Harry Melling in here playing Merrick. There's CHIWETEL EJIOFOR playing Copley. And like, I like them, but they weren't that great in this movie. LUCA MARINELLI and MARWAN KENZARI, who played Joe and Nikki, and they kind of had like this gay love relationship, and it was like, you have never known what it's like to see each other, and his touch still excites me to this day, you know, and I've been with him for hundreds of years, you know, like, there was something about it. I was like, his love was so powerful and strong that I was like, yes, I'm here for it. Sebastian Lee or Booker, was played by MATTHIAS. SCHOENAERTS. Sorry, I butchered that name, but Booker, I didn't really like his character. He was a bit of a prick and a traitor. But the real person, other than Charlize in this movie, that I loved and fell in love with is Kiki Layne. And Kiki Layne hasn't done a whole lot of things. She's done Don't Worry Darling, she had a brief little part in. If Beale Street Could Talk back in 2018. She looks like she did Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers in 2022. The Old Guard, Native Son back in 2019, Welcome to America 2 in 2021. So it seems like she's been around, but she hasn't been that big an actress as of late, you know, and I'm assuming after The Old Guard and The Old Guard 2, her career might blow up. But Kiki Layne plays Niall Freeman, and she becomes like she's a Marine, and then she becomes one of these old, immortal Guard team members by the end of it, and you're like, oh wait, oh shit. And like, she's great in this. But the whole time I was seeing her, I was like, damn bitch, how many auditions did you go to for Marvel? And you were, she had to have been like in the running for Teyonah Parris's Monica Rambeau, Riri Williams from Dominique Thorne. Like, she had to have, like, she's so good, and she almost looks like them. Like, I was seeing her with the dreads in this movie, and I was like, is that Dominique Thorne? And then I was like, no, that ain't Dominique Thorne. Dominique Thorne's smaller and shorter. And then I was like, is that Teyonah Parris? And then I was like, no, she's thicker. You know, in a good way, Teyonah. Don't get upset. Teyonah Parris is fucking gorgeous. Can't wait to see her, Monica Rambeau, come back in Doomsday, I hope, or wherever. She's gonna come back, but she's gonna be like in the X-Men universe or something. But we don't know, but big old mystery set up at the end of that movie. But getting back to the Old Guard, now that I've spent almost the entire time not talking about it, maybe on purpose, because, you know, it's good. It's a good movie. Out of all movies, it's good. Out of Netflix movies, it's tremendous, right? Like, seeing it, I was watching it the other day, I was like, this was a Netflix, straight to Netflix release? Pretty good, pretty solid. For anything else, it's like, yeah, it's a good film. There's a couple parts that I was like, oh. But then there was a couple parts that I was like, damn, this action is sick, you know? And like, Charlize Theron's really kicking ass. And like, the story was interesting, like an interesting idea. I would be very curious to see how they capitalize on it and make it into something else in the second film, right? Like, and go deeper or expand on it, you know what I mean? Because like, they set up some things in this movie that you're like, that's cool, I wish we got into it a little bit more. And hopefully in the second movie that's what they do, and they get into more of the lore and the backstory, and then, you know, the love story with her long lost friend or wife or whatever that she was, her lover, and that type of thing, you know. And then also expanding Niall's story and how her life has been since she's now become immortal, and like, she was just a Marine and like a normal human, but now she's one of these guys, you know. I don't know, I'm not sure what the second film is going to be like. I haven't seen a trailer or anything for that, but I know that it's, you know, a sequel to this original film, and I know that some of these guys from the original film didn't live, right? Like, they got killed in the process. So you're like, oh boy. So yeah, I'm curious to see who comes back, who doesn't. Maybe the group split up. We know Uma Thurman's going to be in the second one, so all interesting things. But overall, the first film I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars, about a 7 out of 10, and that's honestly just being very nice, I think. It's just giving a 7 because that's like right in the middle of the road. I could have gave it a 6, but it's definitely not lower or higher. You know what I mean? It's about a 6, 7 out of 10 for me. Comment below your thoughts, your score that you would give this movie out of 5 or 10 stars. If you'd like to follow my other social medias, links for those down in the description below. Big Cam, 2 G's in the Big, pretty much anywhere. Check my Letterboxd out if you're a fan of Letterboxd and you got the movie app and you want to see all my other movie reviews and my lists and all the rankings and stuff over there. Go check it out. A bunch of movie reviews up there on the channel, and you can also track and see what movie I'm watching every day, because I tend to watch about a movie per day, and if I miss a day I tend to get a tour on the weekends, you know, and like catch up with that way and be like, yeah, I got 2 on another day. I missed yesterday because of Monday Night Raw, but I'll watch 2 on Tuesday. You know what I mean? But comment below your thoughts on The Old Guard, Charlize Theron. Are you excited for The Old Guard 2? I'd love to hear from you guys, and if you made it this far in the video and you would like to support the channel, the best way to do that is by liking this video, commenting down below if you haven't already, and subscribing if you haven't already. It goes a long way to support the channel. About 98% of viewers are not subscribed, so please, it's free. Just type in your email, also free. Click the subscribe button, help the channel grow and get the videos out into the algorithm. Share this video with a friend. It goes a long way and it really supports the channel, and I really appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody that came on by and spent some time with me. Once again, my name is Big Cam, and I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Peace.